In this lesson, we'll look at different properties of logs. And what would be really helpful is if we make an analogy when we think about properties of powers. So in the text box there, we have when multiplying powers with the same base, we add the exponents and the base stays the same. We've covered that before. So if you look at that first example in the text box, so we have x squared times x to the third, and so the base stays the same, and then we add the exponents, 2 plus 3, and that is 5. Now, since log represents an exponent, we have some similar ideas behind these. So where it says when adding logs with the same base, multiply the arguments, and we have the rule there. Log base b of a plus log base b of c is the same thing as log base b of a times c. And the reason behind that is that first log represents an exponent, and then plus we are adding another exponent. So you can think of it as under what condition are we adding exponents, and it's when we're multiplying powers. And so that's where that multiplication comes from. So how can we use this? There's a few different applications, but here's one, a very simple one, where we just simplify log base 6 of 9 plus log base 6 of 4. So again, under what condition would we be adding exponents? We're adding exponents when we multiply powers. So the log base 6 stays the same, and what changes though is we're going to do 9, that first argument, times the second argument, 4. And from there we can just evaluate that log, like simplify that log. All right, so that is the same thing as log base 6 of 9 times 4, which is 36. And we can simplify this one even further. 6 to what power equals 36? And so the answer is 2. All right, so let's look at a few examples. So again, some practice problems. So number one is just reviewing properties of powers. We've done that before. So we have the first one, negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. Those are just numbers. Okay, and then after that, we do have some powers. So we have b to the first, so there's a 1 there, times b to the negative 3. So we can add those exponents. So 1 plus a negative 3 is negative 2, so we have b to the negative 2. And we'll do the same thing with c there. All right, so we have 10 plus 7, so that's 17. Okay, so we added those exponents because we're multiplying powers. So again, on number 2 there, we have that same idea, log base 15 of 25 plus log base 15 of 9. We can rewrite those 2 logs as equivalent to 1 log, since they have the same base. And under what condition are we adding exponents? We're adding logs. It's because we've multiplied 2 numbers. So we have 25, multiply 2 powers, times 9. And then we can simplify that even further. So log base 15, and then we can multiply 25 times 9. And so if you multiply 25 times 9, you get 225. And you may not be able to do that in your head, but you can verify with a calculator. You can do 15 times 15, which is 225. So 15 squared equals 225, so that equals 2. All right, we're going to transition in the same idea when we looked at powers, when we divided powers. So when dividing powers with the same base, we subtract the exponents, and we have that rule there. And so in our first example, so example 1, simplify by, you can do it by expansion, it says. So that just kind of verifies the rule. So x to the 5th, there's 5 x's, and then x squared. Okay, so x divided by x is 1. That is 1, so we're left with the difference between those two, and that's 3. So the shortcut would be just subtracting those. So under what condition will we be subtracting exponents? It's when we're dividing powers. And again, since logs represent exponents, we have that similar relationship. All right, so if we go over to the logs, so when subtracting logs with the same base, we divide the argument. So notice it's log base b for both of these. So those 2 logs can be written as 1 log with the same base. as long as we change that subtraction into a division problem. So we're subtracting exponents. So this is like one exponent subtracting another exponent. And we do that without much proof. It's just when we're dividing powers. So our example number 2 here, simplify by the rule. So we have log base 2 of 40 minus log base 2 of 5. So we can rewrite that as 1 log base 2. And then the next part, we're going to go ahead and divide 40 divided by 5. And like that last one, we can simplify that. So log base 2, 40 divided by 5 is 8. So 2 to what power equals 8? And that's 3. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So we'll just go ahead and practice a few more of those using those rules. So on number 3, we've done this before. We're dividing 2 powers. When we divide 2 powers with the same base, the base stays the same, so it's z. And then we do the top exponent minus the bottom exponent. So negative 12 minus negative 6. And subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding a positive. So we can keep that. And so when we subtract those, we're going to get negative 6. And we could write our answers a few different ways, but that one is fine. So number 4, we have log base 3 of 5 minus log base 3 of 45. So we could rewrite those 2 logs as 1 log with the same base. Okay, so we're subtracting 2 logs as like subtracting exponents. We subtract exponents when we're dividing 2 powers. So we have 5 over 45. And we'll go ahead and simplify this. Okay, so that fraction 5 over 45 is the same thing as 1/9. Okay, so for here evaluating this log base 3 of 1/9, we have a couple options. We can think it out. 3 to what power equals 1/9, and you may be able to think that out and come up with negative 2, and that would be fine. If you get stuck, I'll put it right underneath, so negative 2. So you can finish it if you can do it mentally. Now, if you can't do it mentally, that was the point of that last lesson. You're going to rewrite that problem. I'll come to the side. 3 to what power equals 1/9. And we're going to rewrite that with the same base. So that is 3 to the negative 2, and the exponents are equal. So the answer on that one is negative 2. All right, and a couple more rules. All right, so this next one, when there is a power to a power, the base stays the same, and we multiply the exponents. So we've done this before with powers. So we have x squared to the 3rd. That is the same thing as saying x to the 6th, because we just multiply the exponents. So we have a similar rule when we're dealing with log. So basically, I don't have the rule written down there, so I'll write it. So we have log of any base of a to the m. Okay, so really this is an exponent of an exponent, because again, if you think of that first log, this part right here, as an exponent, that would really help you out. So that's an exponent. And so we have an exponent of an exponent. So the log's one exponent, m's the other exponent. Under what conditions do we have that? It's when we're multiplying power. So that is the same thing as making m, that exponent, times log base b of a. All right, so that is helpful for like an example number 2. It's a shortcut. So we've done a problem like this before, but if we use this rule, it is a shortcut. So whenever we have an argument, so that's 9 there to the 5th, that 5 can come out in front. So it's 5 times that log. And the shortcut here is when we go to simplify this, so we still have that 5 out in front, but then we need to evaluate log base 3 of 9. So 3 to what power equals 9, and that is, again, is 3 squared equals 9. So we have 5 times 2, which is 10. So certainly that could be used as a shortcut, that rule. There's other applications, but that's one of them is a shortcut. So again, just by additional practice problems, we have number 5 and 6. So 5, we have negative 2 c to the 3rd quantity to the 5th. So we have one thing we have is that coefficient out in front, so that's negative 2 to the 5th. But then we have a power, c to the 3rd to the 5th. Okay, so this first one, we just have negative 2 times itself 5 times. So negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So what is that? 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. That'll be negative 32. And then that's just dealing with those numbers. But the next one we have a power. So that's c to the 15th. We just multiply the exponents. So the same thing on this one. If we evaluate log base 3 of 9 to the negative 7, that is the same thing as having 2 exponents. We have 2 exponents when we have a power of a power. So I'm going to move that negative 7 out to the front. And then actually after that, it is the same exact problem as above. So we have negative 7 times. So 3 to what power is 9? And again, that is 2. So negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. There's another way of doing this problem, but that's just using that rule. All right, we have another rule when we dealt with powers. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So we have something similar to that when we're dealing with logs. So log of any base of 1 equals 0. So let's look at 2 examples. So on this one, 7, we have negative 9x to the negative 9x to the 6 to the 0. Well, anything to the 0 power is 1, so that's pretty simple. And so on this one has to be 0. Now, if we just rewrite that, you can clearly see that 3 to what power, put a little question mark there, equals 1. So that has to be 0. So you don't have to memorize that rule, but that one should make sense. All right, from there, we have 2 other applications of those log properties. So we can either compress or expand logarithmic expressions. So on number 9, it says express as a single log. Another way of stating that is compress that into a single log. You'll see that in some books. All right, the first thing we're going to use is we're going to deal with those numbers out in front that have to do with multiplication. So that 4 right there and that 2 right there. So we're going to rewrite those. So that 4 times log base 3 of 5 is the same thing as log base 3 of 5 to the 4th power. And that's that rule we just went over. And then we have minus, and we're going to do the same thing with that 2. So we have log base 3 of 8, and then that is squared. Okay, and then we can simplify that one. Okay, let's go ahead and evaluate those. So log base 3, 5 to the 4th is 625. Oops, I missed the 2. Minus log base 3, and then 8 squared is 64. All right, let me rewrite that log. All right, from there we are subtracting 2 logs. We subtract logs because we're dividing by 2 powers, so we're going to rewrite that as log base 3. And then we're just going to divide the 2 arguments. And if those don't simplify, that's okay. If they do, we do it. So that does not simplify, so there we go. We've rewritten that as a single log. So we'll do the same idea on number 10 and 11. Excuse me, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to expand this as far as using multiple logs, okay? So on number 10, we have log base 8 of quantity m to the 3rd times n to the 7th. So on this one, we're going to first rewrite that as 2 different logs. So log base 8 of m to the 3rd plus log base 8 of n to the 7th. And then again, we have those exponents out in front. So we're going to take those exponents and put them out in front there. So we have 3 times log base 8 of m plus 7 times log base 8 of n. All right, and that's as far as that we can expand these. So the same idea on number 11 there, we're going to expand that. Okay, so before we do that, just a quick review that the square root of 14 is the same thing as the 14 to the 1/2 power over 3. So we're taking the log of that entire expression. All right, so let's go ahead and rewrite that as 2 separate logs. So log base 6 of 14 to the 1/2, and we're dividing two arguments is because we're subtracting two exponents, so log base 6 of 3. So we had rewrote those as dividing two arguments as subtracting two logs, and then from there we still have that exponent of a 1/2. We're going to put that out in front there, and everything else stays the same. So log base 6 of 14 minus log base 6 of 3.